EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. Hey,
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
14-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now is Murray. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Four yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 44, Murray. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. The Raiders at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Taken down at the 40.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Adams the man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And it's complete to Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
21. Chiefs nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Leo Chanel
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
44-yard line.
2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here, he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Murray off play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Omaha.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
12-yard gain. It's now 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Complete.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 8-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
11-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A partner still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Murray now to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Chiefs 7.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards. That's another Raiders first down.
Murray now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 41, Chiefs 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Mahomes.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw it, Murray. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach